Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to live Duster Squad pod. Finally, with all four of us. Finally, all four of us are on the same show. It's been too long.
Indeed. It's been a minute.
Yes.
Feels very good to see everyone here. It does.
All right. So, starting off, we're going to start with a little bit of... Oh, actually, you know what? I have a story.
Ooh.
I have a story.
Okay.
Yep. So, Danielle read this book. Danielle read this book called it's a Man Called Ove, and I'm sure you guys have seen the movie that they're doing with Tom Hanks. They switched it. They changed his name to Otto in the movie for some reason.
Oh
So
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
It's a Man Called Otto. Very good movie. But so we're going to it. We go to our theater, and normally when we go to the theater, it's pretty small. And there's usually like maybe 4 other people going to the same movie as us, maybe. We're walking in, and as we're walking in, there's just there's probably like, I don't know, maybe there's at least like 12 people when we go inside. There's at least like 12 other people, and they're all over the age of like 60.
They're like, oh, Tom Hanks is in a new film? Oh my goodness.
That had to be it. I don't know what it is, but like I'm telling you, we were the youngest people by at least 25 years. At least. Like, I'm just looking around and I'm like, Danielle, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's all old people. And you know what?
You gotta head down to the moving pictures. Tom Hanks is starring in a new feature film.
Yeah. Oh God, it was a good movie though. I will say, very good movie. Not something that I would normally go see because there's no action, but it was good. It was a good movie.
Was it like a slice of life movie, kind of?
Kinda. Yeah. It's yeah. It was. Yeah. It was a good movie. It was very emotional. Danielle cried a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then she had a headache. She had a headache from like, I don't know, crying or something. I guess that's the thing.
Oh no.
So then she had to take a nap. Yeah.
Dude,
Wiped out that one movie wiped out the whole day for Danielle.
A good cry and a nap, nothing better.
Yeah.
I wanna address the elephant in the room.
Yes.
What's that?
Or the I guess I'll use that as my analogy. Can you explain to the viewers what we have going on behind you, Mike? What's happening? Why they might see a blue background?
Yeah. So as you can see, Vassy is floating in a bit of darkness.
In a black void.
Yep. And then right here, this is Master Chief. It's just really hard to see him. He's holding my controller. Yeah. So we're moving again. We're moving out of this apartment because it's way bigger than we need, and it's more expensive than we need to be spending on an apartment right now. So we're moving again. So we're just getting stuff packed up. We've got books packed up and all that shizzle, but we've got the whole month of February basically to move. So we'll be doing the little stuff here, little stuff there, and we'll get it done throughout the whole month. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
And here's Cece. We haven't seen Cece in a while, I don't think.
Oh my God. Live CC.
Does she just sit? CC. Does she just sit there and watch you as you talk? Hello.
No. She just hopped up a second ago.
Dude.
All right.
I thought he was gonna bring us into the next topic.
CC was wanted to do that.
Yeah. So all right, so the NFL playoffs started, boys. I don't know how many of you watched. I know Nick probably watched quite a bit.
Yes.
Eric, did you happen to watch any?
I've been following things, but I didn't watch.
Yeah.
I barely watched any of it, but I've been kind of following what's happened. So.
Okay. Well, I was able to watch the Buccaneers game, the one wild card game that they had.
Oh boy.
Because it was on ESPN Plus, which was very cool. It was like available on ESPN Plus. So I was like, oh. Yeah, they suck. They sucked. They were so bad.
Their team's aged this year.
Yeah, it's definitely aged. but who knows? We'll see. Tom Brady, you can go somewhere else, man.
There's some big games today, though.
Or retire. There were some big games today.
Well, there was 2 games yesterday, 2 games today. One's done.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was so hopeful that Jacksonville was going to sneak past the Chiefs.
That would have been cool.
When Mahomes got hurt, I was like, here's your chance.
That was a really good game. It's a really good game.
Yeah. And then
that
the
would have been cool.
game. Come on, Brain.
Yo, what was this? 27-20?
I can't remember who played the late game. Oh, it was the Eagles-Giants. That was a shit packing.
I guess I'll just come clean right now. I am a Giants fan. I was raised a Giants fan, and I haven't really I mostly watch hockey. I don't really follow football, but part of me, I was like, look at the Giants go. Is this going to reignite my passion? And then they just got absolutely.
The Giants were sneaky at the end of the season. The Giants' problem that they had all season long was the majority of their receivers got hurt early in the season, or just
a lot of injuries,
non-factor players.
Yeah.
So they were using they were on their 4th string wide receiver at one point, and it's they're not expected to win. They basically rode the back of Barkley into the playoffs, and
yes, he had a great
unfortunately season. Having to deal with the Eagles. I saw something this morning on Twitter. The Giants haven't beat the Eagles in basically the last decade.
Yep. The Eagles are the Giants' kryptonite.
Yeah. They weren't even good until recently.
The Eagles?
Yeah, right?
I mean, they've always been okay. They were never trash.
I thought they sucked balls earlier.
They got a lot better
earlier in the decade.
As of late.
Okay.
And then just earlier today was the Buffalo game, which I was... So I don't care who wins that game or who won that game. I liked seeing both of them, and I liked seeing both of them win. Or I would like to see either of them win.
Yeah.
The Bengals winning, it is what it is. I like that team. I like the Bills too. So, but unfortunately, the Bills look like absolute dog shit. That game was interesting too because it was in the snow. So it obviously played a factor in it. Yeah.
Dang.
So it played a factor in it, but the offense looked atrocious in the first quarter. I think the Bills had 2 or 3 minutes of offensive possession. They went 3 and out the first 3 drives and had, I think, 6 or 11 yards in the first 2 drives they had.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And they couldn't.
Meanwhile, the Bengals scored 2 touchdowns on the first drive of the game. I think it was 4 plays, and they scored a touchdown.
Wow.
They were just picking the defense apart.
Yep.
But right now is the
Cowboys 49ers.
Cowboys and 49ers, which
cool.
Again, not a big bias for me on either of those teams. I don't love the Cowboys, but
all right.
Yeah.
Well, so here's my only question, because it's the only question that I can really ask the whole group. Who do you think's going to be in the Super Bowl?
In the Super Bowl or win?
Can we run through our options?
Here are your options.
Yeah, actually, run through our options again.
All right, so we've got KC, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Philadelphia Eagles, and then one of either Dallas or the 49ers, San Francisco.
I'd say Joe Burrow and his boys.
Okay. In his merry band of men.
And Kansas City. Why not?
It's not going to happen.
So
that's going to be
that is not an option.
Yeah, I was just trying to look up the bracket before somebody said the other team, because it's next week. It's the Bengals, Chiefs, and then it's the Eagles and whoever wins the game tonight.
Yep.
Okay, so me, Bengals, Eagles, then.
Yeah,
I
agree. Who do you have winning, Ben?
Book it.
Bengals.
You've never seen a more confident human than Ben when he's talking about football.
Oh yeah.
I agree with
it all about it.
You're taking the same thing?
I do agree with Ben on it will be. I project Bengals Eagles just because Mahomes has a high ankle sprain, so I don't think he's going to be fully 100%. So I think it'll be Bengals, Eagles, and I think it'll be the Eagles that win because Jalen Hurts is a machine.
All right. Eric, what do you think? We're
going to mean
right. I can go. I'm gonna make it up. So.
So I think it's gonna be Bengals 49ers. Is that a possibility?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. If the 49ers win tonight.
And I think the Bengals are going to win it.
So here's what I think. I'm going to say 49ers as well from the that's the AFC, right?
Yeah. I think so.
No, that's the NFC. And then for the AFC, or I might be wrong. Who cares? I'm gonna go. I'll go Cincinnati as well. So did I just pick the same shit as everybody else?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cincinnati, San Francisco.
Yep. That's what Eric picked.
Yep.
I have a hard time seeing the Chiefs win next week with a hurt quarterback. Could it happen? Yes. Will it? We'll find out next week.
Couldn't they just play what's his name? Isn't what's his name? Like what the hell is that guy's name? He's a receiver or a tight end or something, but he plays like every single position. Kelsey?
Oh, he's just a tight end.
Oh.
I think you're thinking of Deebo Samuel for the Niners. He played three positions last year.
Guy is a pure athlete.
But yeah, that's.
They have a backup called. His name's Chad Henne. He's been in the league forever, and if for some reason he plays next week and he wins, then
it's a sweet name. Chad Henne.
Career backup.
Chad Henne. All right. Well, you guys want to talk about some hockey then?
Yeah, I think it's about that
right
time.
Also, I'm gonna say 49ers because you know what? I'm a big Doc Disrespect fan. And he is a 49ers guy.
Yeah, 49ers guy. Yeah.
He's from the Bay Area, as he says. And then he sings it, which I won't do for you guys. But yeah, so all right, let's talk about some hockey. Who wants to go first? Who's gonna be quick? Nick, you're usually the quickest.
I haven't really followed anything, so skip me for now.
Sounds good.
Norris is back.
I saw that he was back, yeah.
Yeah.
But then Talbot is now not here. He's now injured.
Wait, who's back?
Well,
I think Norris is back.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And then I saw today when I was researching things because I do preparation before these. That Talbot is out. 5 to 7 weeks for Talbot. So
great.
5 to 7. Do you know what the injury is?
I didn't actually click on the article. I just saw the headline.
Okay, so here's what it is. The Sens played, I think when we recorded last week, Friday or Saturday? I think it was Friday.
I don't recall.
Let's just say we did Friday. So they've had 5 games.
Oh, I did both.
Yeah.
The Sens lost 3 of the last 5. 4 of the last 5.
Oh, dear.
They got shut out by Colorado 7-0. They lost to St. Louis 1-2, beat Pittsburgh 5-4, lost to Pittsburgh 4-1, lost to Winnipeg 5-1. So they aren't scoring.
Yes.
Aside from the Schittsburg game.
Yes.
The one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys gave a better summary than I did. I didn't even know about any of that. Shows you how good of a hockey fan I am.
So they're not scoring, and they're also getting scored on a lot.
Yeah, but
very good.
So there's just nothing really to take from that. They got to be better.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, Benny. Let's go. Let's stay in Canada.
It's been a strange time for the Habs because they've progressively been getting more and more injured. But have simultaneously, like, I want to say they've won like 3 of their last 4.
I know they beat the Leafs because I picked
the Leafs last night.
Yeah, because hilarious. I played Samsonov and he got less points than Vasi. And I was like, God.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, they beat Toronto last night. Who else did they play recently? They lost to Florida in a bit of a shit show of a game that just became like a penalties and fighting crazy kind of just shitstorm. One of those kind of games where by the end of it, it's just like, all right, what do we just call it? But aside from that, they've won 3 of their last 4. They beat the Rangers, Jets, and Leafs while being, like I said, like some of the most injured they've been. The saddest one was yesterday. I woke up to a notification from The Athletic saying Cole Caulfield out for the rest of the season with a shoulder injury. I was like, cool. That's
Excellent.
great. That's exactly what you want. Let me run down their IR right now, though. Cole Caulfield out with a shoulder injury. Jonathan Drouin out with an upper body injury. Yoel Armia out with an upper body injury. Juraj Slafkovsky out with a lower body injury. Probably also going to be out the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Jake Evans out with a lower body injury. Jake Allen out with an upper body injury. Brendan Gallagher out with a lower body injury. Caden Gould out with what I think ended up being a knee injury, where he's also going to be out for probably the rest of the season. Sean Monahan is close to returning. And then also on the IR, Carey Price and Paul Byron, but I don't really count them because they've just been there the whole time. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great times with the Habs. They got like half the AHL team up. They've been playing with 7 defensemen and 11 forwards for like 3 or 4 games in a row now. It's interesting. They're there. Nick Suzuki is like playing like almost a half hour a night right now, and God save his soul, because he's like 3/4 of the forward core right now is just him, and everybody else is trying. Although last night Rem Pitlick went off out of nowhere, so who knows?
Are you saying Mike Hoffman is not carrying that offense?
I am saying he is not carrying that offense. Yes.
Ben, I do have a question actually about one specific player's play, and that is your tender, your goaltender.
Your tender.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sam Montembeault.
Has he been playing well?
Going off lately.
Yeah.
He had. It was funny. One of the crazier stats I saw was goal save above expected stat. It's like depending on the chances that they go against you. They say, oh, this is how many goals should be scored. He still had, I think it was like 0.5 of a goal save above expected in that game against Florida, where he got pulled after 5 goals. So that's how good he was doing. Even when he's getting blown out, it's very clearly not him. And before that, he had been like 920 or 930 or above in all of his like previous 5 starts. He's been solid. He's been solid as hell. He's actually been kind of fun. It's looking like he might be something. They could use going forward.
The new.
I don't know if he would be he definitely wouldn't be the permanent starting guy that you'd want to have, but he's shaping up to be like sort of the perfect stopgap for like the next 2 years. Mm-hmm. Where they're just going to hopefully find somebody in their system or somebody else outside of their system to be like the answer. But while they don't have that, he's pretty solid. And then also it's goalies, so who knows? Like, who the fuck knows? He could become the guy. Who knows? I don't think he will, but it's just been nice to see. There's been some fun games to watch recently. It's been a nice change of pace. Change of pace.
Very cool.
Very, very, very sad about Cole Caulfield. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's a blow.
This is the second season in a row where the Canadians have had just their entire lineup nearly injured.
Yeah, it's not good.
Is there something wrong with like the training staff or
this is what you're starting to see that around,
know what I'm saying?
Twitter a bit,
because it's 2 seasons in a row where it's like
2 seasons in a row where like the
decimated.
entire team is just getting which means it's hockey, you're gonna have injuries. Maybe I don't know. That is definitely something I hope they look at, because it is getting a little suspicious. Yes.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Their strength and conditioning coach needs to go.
Might need a new one. Yeah, they might need a new one. That's for sure.
Just have St. Louis do it.
I mean, look at the thighs on that man.
That dude. Like, plus, unless I'm remembering wrong, that dude was never hurt.
Really? Was he like okay?
I don't remember him being hurt very often.
Interesting. But yeah, it's I don't know. We're in about the same spot as we were, except more injured now. It's all it's changed in a week.
All right. Cool.
Ow.
You okay there?
Stubbed your toe?
No. The cat dug me in the foot.
Oh, Cece.
She really wants to be on the show.
What's messed up is that Cece wasn't even on camera when she hurt you. That's messed up.
I know. That doesn't even give us any content.
Damn. I was going to say we can't,
just an awkward response by me.
All right, Rick.
Oh, I'm up? Oh, dear.
Yes.
The Islanders are bad at hockey. That's my summary.
Certainly starting to look that way.
The Islanders, it's one of those things. So before the season, they were like, oh, we believe in this group, yada, yada. And a coaching change might help. And at first, it kind of seemed like, oh, okay, like some things are happening. And I think a few weeks ago, Adam Pelech went down. I know Oliver Wahlstrom has been out for a large chunk of the season as well. And then Islanders kind of had some other small injuries, shake things up a bit. And then just after Christmas, they just went on a heater of losses. Absolutely terrible.
A cooler, if you will.
A cooler, yeah. And yes, I like that. In their last 11 games, the Islanders are 2-9. And they got some OT points out of that, and some shootout points, but come on, guys. We see the Metro. We see the Metro right now. You're not gonna sneak in on OT points. There's no way that's happening.
So, are they currently sitting outside of a spot?
Right now? They're sitting outside of a spot.
2 points.
Yeah, 2 points somehow, which is ridiculous.
It's pretty wild.
But at the pace they're going, just nothing has been going right. So the Islanders. All right. So this was 4 days ago. This stat line. Islanders power play is last in the league, 6.6%.
Oh my god!
Play. Yep. And
that's got to be in a certain. That's got to be in a certain time frame.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It is in a certain time. In their past 6 games.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that is true. I should
say. My God.
Yeah, and they are over these 6 games, or no, over. Oh, sorry. This is over 22 games. Over 22 games. Their power play. Their power play recently 3 for 45. That's their power play.
Oh yeah. Is the Habs better than that?
Probably not.
But at least the Habs have Nick Suzuki to shoot the puck and Cole Caulfield to shoot the puck. The Islanders have Matt Barzal to pass the puck.
They had Cole Caulfield.
To maybe Brock Nelson, and then Matt Barzal to miss the net when he tries to one-time the puck. So that's what the Islanders have.
I honestly wouldn't shock me if the Habs are worse than that, though. That's still bad.
I don't know. It's
still bad.
6.6% is.
Yeah.
That is like.
But so basically, and it feels like I'm just beating the same drum over and over again. But it's like, guys, what's the Islanders' problem? They can't score goals. Like, we know this. We've known this for
2 years.
A long time. So
we
it's
have known that. Yep.
When Trotz was the coach, he definitely, at least in the beginning, he made the Islanders gel together more as a team. They were a score by committee team. And it was kind of like the hope, oh, maybe Lambert can get that going again, and it's very much not happening. So for the year, Josh Bailey only has 6 goals. Kyle Palmieri only has 6 goals. Anthony Beauvillier only has 9 goals. And guys, this is through we're past the halfway point of the season.
Yeah, it's not great.
Pajot has 10 goals, but he wins faceoffs. Thank you, Nick, your favorite player.
Fuck that guy.
But Matt he wins face-offs.
Matt, to be honest, I do. I do like Pageau. I think, but we're not going to talk about that contract. Matt Barzal has 11 goals.
So he's leading the team in goals.
Matt Barzal in double digits goals.
No. Anders Lee has 15 goals, and the Islanders' goal leader is Brock Nelson.
Yep, that's right.
Does not have 20. No one on the Islanders has 20 this season.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we're through the halfway point. Connor McDavid has 88 points, past the halfway point, and Brock Nelson has 17 goals.
Oh my! Awesome. And Connor McDavid just hit 40 goals. He's more than doubling the leader on the Isles.
It's unfair. McDavid is a freak, obviously.
No, then just
it's
pick
unfair
the
to
next
compare
one
every.
There's a couple up there who are really close to him. So.
Yeah, but the Islanders can't score, and injuries haven't helped. Kyle Palmieri's been out for a large chunk as well. I do want to say that, so he hasn't been able to add anything to his goal total. But yeah, it's just the same stuff. The Islanders' best player has been Ilya Sorokin, which congrats to Ilya Sorokin. Last man in for the All-Star
game.
Right, All-Star Ilya Sorokin.
Well deserved. Ben, I know you were talking about the goals saved above expected before. I think Sorokin is he's been for a few weeks number one on Twitter, on Jay Fresh's. I don't know if you follow Jay Fresh on Twitter.
I do.
Yeah, so he's been number one for the past few weeks, which, as you said, it's basically he's a Sorokin. You're getting no help.
Yeah.
It is not you.
Pretty much.
It is not you.
It isn't.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on too much. I don't think the Islanders are going to make the playoffs from what I'm seeing now.
Well, that last wild card spot's going to be up in the air until the end. So
yeah, well, and that's the thing. Even if they do squeak in, I see them losing in the first round.
You think
with this play?
I don't know. It's the playoffs.
It's the Islanders.
Yeah.
Ilya. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else about. What was I going to say? Oh no, Varlamov. Also, CC, do you have anything to add about the Islanders?
They suck.
No. That's good analysis. Varlamov's another person who's been hit with the injury bug, but he came back. Last week.
All right.
So yeah,
he's one you can afford to have injury problems with, though.
Yeah.
So here's the question.
Yeah.
Let's say like we go through the next like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, and the Islanders slip farther behind.
Mm-hmm.
Are we looking at Varlamov being sent to a contender?
I think so, yeah.
At the deadline, yeah?
Yep, I think so. And I also, depending on...
contender needs a goalie.
Yeah.
The Edmonton Oilers exist, so as long as they exist, I'm pretty confident.
What do you mean, all-star Stuart Skinner? What do you mean?
Yeah, Stuart Skinner in his first full NHL season.
Dude,
that Jack Campbell contract really is paying off, isn't it?
Yep.
Not exactly.
Stuart Skinner's save percentage immediately went up, like a full point when he decided to grow that mustache. So,
yeah,
it's pretty incredible.
That mustache
is that stash.
Dear me, that is a nice mustache.
Yeah, the Islanders though, I could see them not only trading Varlamov, but depending on how extreme they get, I could see them trying to get rid of pieces like Beauvillier, Palmieri, Josh Bailey. If I'm being honest,
the real question though,
really sell
is
it off
if they're in a playoff spot, or if they're in or around, like if they're still like 2 points out come deadline day.
They gotta go.
Then what happens? What are they buying, Eric?
So that's the thing.
Ben's like, what will you give the Canadians for?
That's
Josh
a great
Anderson.
Well, that's a great question. The Islanders were. I think I'd become a Kraken fan if they made that trade. But
he's a great guy. Power Horse. That's his nickname. Yeah, he's just a fucking stud out there. Yeah,
I would.
Power forward you need every day of the week. Give us first for him.
If I ever asked someone why a trade was made and the first words out of their mouth were, "Oh, he's a great guy," I would just immediately just jump out the window. No, classic NHL GM stuff. But yeah, that's a good question. Like, realistically, I don't see the Islanders recover. Like, oh man, like I don't think they're gonna fire
Bo Horvat.
Lou doesn't. So Bo Horvat is a player that they can. No, well, they've been linked with him, but the issue is the Bruins are looking real good and can get Bo Horvat.
God damn it!
So, like, why would he not want to go to the? Like, realist. Who would you rather play with? Matt Barzal or the team that's lost in regulation? What, 5 times?
I think it's 5 times total now.
Like,
that's a mistake. Like, I hate. We're gonna get into it, but
into Boston.
The fact that Horvat is even getting shopped.
Oh, it's stupid.
It's the dumbest fucking thing. If you were gonna shop anybody, it was JT Miller last year.
Yeah, but now that's done.
But you can't. And now they have to deal with losing a younger fucking stud.
But Horvat's not that young, I don't think.
He's good this year, though. He's younger than JT Miller.
Oh, yeah.
The Islanders,
I believe he's 25, 26-ish. Maybe 27.
Is he that young still? I thought he was older. Anyway.
The Islanders may be a dumpster, but the Canucks are a dumpster fire. Yes.
Yeah. The Canucks are a dumpster and on fire.
And on fire, yes. But yeah, no, so it could go 2 ways. Like the get rid of some pieces, kind of start from scratch kind of a thing. I guess like a semi rebuild kind of thing going on. Or they can get some pieces depending on where they finish. And again, realistically, I don't see what pieces they could get or what pieces like would improve what they have.
Yeah.
Now, like that are available right now, like just this season with pieces you can get. So I just think, the Islanders are going to be like that middle of the pack team. I think they're going to miss right now.
You think they're not? You don't think they're in at the end?
I think my playoff predictions that we made in the beginning of the season are going to look pretty silly.
I mean, they always do.
Mine too.
But like,
I'm pretty sure I have the Blue Jackets getting in. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Wasn't that like the last minute choice?
Yeah, I changed my mind.
Oh dear, yeah. Nick's is extra bad.
Right at the end,
I was high on Johnny Gaudreau.
Okay, the Blue Jackets.
Okay.
That's wonderful, Nick, but it's just Johnny.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, on that
Johnny and Elvis.
Injured, but
on that note, Mike, take us into Tampa.
So on to a team that is almost guaranteed to be in the playoffs. Yeah, so the Lightning are doing pretty good. They just wrapped up their longest road trip of the season. I think it was like 7 games out west.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they finished it off against Edmonton and Calgary. But Oof. they won the first 3 games, or maybe it's only 5 game. I'm not sure. But they won the first 3: St. Louis, Seattle, and Vancouver, all by multiple goals. And then they lost to Edmonton and Calgary, both by multiple goals, 3-5 and 3-6.
Was that back-to-back, by the way, those games?
Calgary and Edmonton, I believe they were not. I believe it was there was a day in between.
Still tough to play those 2 teams.
I think Vancouver might have been back-to-back with Edmonton. I can't really remember. But the big story is that Stamkos got his 500th goal.
Finally, Hattie night, right?
Finally, yeah, and he got a hat trick. So he scored. It was like 5 minutes in or so, I think, to the first period. He scored his 500th, and then he got another one later in that period, and then he got an empty netter at the end against Vancouver when they were wearing their. Is that the reverse retro, or is that the?
No, that's just a
separate
back. Throwback jersey they brought back. The skates, which I mean, I hope they keep around.
It looks pretty. They looked good,
cool,
but man, they got smoked.
Well, yeah,
yeah. But yeah, so that was cool. And also, I don't know if you guys caught this, but so Stamkos has the hat trick. So he scores 500, 501, and 502.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe they played. I think Edmonton was the next game they played, and Stamkos got another one. So he got another one against Calgary. So he's opened the floodgates after he got over the hump there. He was really cold coming up to it, and then gets over it. And now he's scoring again. But he scored against Edmonton, and the NHL account itself on Instagram posted the thing, and it was a 1T, and he was like, or the account said number 501 is it's a beauty or something like that. And I look and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I was wondering if it was like just some other random account that just they counted wrong, whatever. No. It was the NHL. It was the official NHL Instagram. So I go in the comments and it's just littered with it's number 503. It's that's number 503 actually. like I don't know who's doing that, but you fucked up.
Yeah, that's
dumb fucks.
How do you mess that up, dude?
Yeah, I know.
You know how? Because nobody pays attention to the lightning.
Somebody's getting fired for that.
No.
I mean, probably not.
This shouldn't be fired, but you should probably go back to rudimentary math class. But yeah, so that's his 500th goal. He's now at 504. Yeah, he's now at 504, but I think he was the 48th or 49th. I don't remember which one. He's the 49th player ever to get to 500 goals in the history of the NHL. The 19th to do it in less than 1,000 games. And I think it's like 14 or 13 to do it with one team.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And only I think third active? Fourth active? I don't know if I don't remember how many goals Malkin has, but obviously it's Ovechkin, Crosby, and then I think Malkin. I think Stamkos. But yeah.
Nice.
So
good for Stam.
Yep. And he's still going.
Nice. Mike, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
About I feel like I am always asking everyone about their tendies. I like tenders better. I'm gonna go with that tonight.
Tendies?
Bassy, how's he been?
He's been pretty good. He's gotten his save percentages back up to like I think it's in the 19s, which for this season's pretty good.
That's all you need it. Yep, that's all you need it to be.
But I gotta say, Brian Elliott, my God, what a beauty!
He's playing great.
He barely ever plays, but when he comes in, he's solid. He's making a bunch of good saves, bailing out the team. So I got nothing but good things to say about him. The total opposite of.
Yeah, I was going to say contrary to what you said last year.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes I gotta lay into him.
Dude, because Elliott last year was a pro, and he'd be like, you know what I'm gonna do right now? Play the puck. Let me skate out of my net real quick, and then he just passes to the other team.
That's like every goalie, dude. Every goalie's doing that.
But Elliott, you seem to be talking about him doing that a lot. But you are right. Every goalie was doing
it. Yeah. Maybe it's just because I noticed it more.
Yeah, you're watching all the games.
Goddamn, stay in your net.
Yeah,
please. I mean, that's pretty much it. They're in a solid. They're in a solid spot. I think they're. Shoot, let me look. Let me open up the NHL standings while I'm here. And you know what? Actually, no. I'll talk about that later. But they're in third in the Atlantic. I think they're only. They are 5 points behind the Leafs, with 2 games in hand. So I mean, they're in a decent spot.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not even going to bother talking about Boston.
What is the gap? I'm just curious, point-wise, between Boston and everybody else.
They have 76.
Right.
And then the next closest in the East is Carolina with 66. So they're 10 points ahead of the next closest in the East.
Jesus.
Yep. And
oh, man.
And 12 points ahead of the Leafs.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's pretty ridiculous. They're up there. But the Lightning are 59 points. The Lightning are 10 points ahead of the next. Oh shit! Never mind. Wait, I take it back. They're 8 points ahead of the next closest Atlantic team because who's come storming back, but the Florida Panthers.
Benny.
Now 50. Now 51 points. 3 points outside of.
They did just lose Bobrovsky and Ekblad to injury, though.
Yes.
So
that might be a help.
It might.
But But yeah, so they're in a they're comfy. They're comfy in their spot. As long as they don't go on a really bad skid, they'll be fine. And we will see the Leafs in the playoffs.
Yeah, how you feeling about that Leafs rematch?
I don't like it. I had a bad feeling last year. Year. They got pretty lucky. I would say, listen, the Lightning played well, but they got lucky. They got lucky in a few places to beat the Leafs.
Yeah.
Game 7.
Game
7 with the
team, man.
I know.
They're good.
But Game 7 in the it's not the only reason that they won Game 7, but that pick play where they called a penalty, which it was a penalty, but that almost never gets called any other time.
Nope. So, I saw it happen when I was watching a highlight video this week. I forget what two teams are playing, but I literally saw a pick play and was like,
yeah, you see it. Nice. They never call it, but they called it there. So yep. I'm glad that the Lightning won, obviously, but I'm on the Leafs side, or I'm on Leafs fans side there. Like, I would say the only difference between that play and the ones you see a lot of the time is that Cirelli went down and Hall was very obviously moving into position to block as he was coming around. Normally they're just kind of standing there. Maybe they take one little step over, but it was it was very obvious when he did it. But
it was not the sneakiest of picks.
No. But I know it's the same team, but I just at some point something's got to give. So I don't know. And the Leafs are good, and the Leafs playing the Bolts this year, it's ugly. It is fucking ugly. The Lightning look like shit every time they play.
Yeah, Lightning.
They're also going to have Stanley Cup winner Matt Murray too. So
who's been ass lately.
He was good, then he was bad, then he was good, then he was bad.
He was bad, yeah.
Samsonov's been kind of going off a little bit.
Yeah, he's been good. Yeah, we'll see. It'll be it'll all depend. It'll all depend on who shows up.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's fair.
You guys want to take a little break?
Nice.
That would be very nice.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta pee. Okay, so we'll be back right after the break. We got a little hurdle action.
Are we doing live hurdle right now?
We are not gonna, unless you want to do it after the break. But I was not planning on it. But we've got a few.
Do you have old hurdle footage?
I do. We've got a few NHL things to talk about after the break, a little bit of fantasy hockey, and
yes.
Finally we get to do my thing.
Ooh, let's go.
Finally we get to do my thing. But we'll get to all that after the break. I think it's about 6 minutes. So I guess sit back, enjoy, go grab a drink, whatever you got to do. Quick redemption round.
Hopefully quick.
Oh boy. This is
that man has a jaw.
Or he's got a beard.
Or that.
I don't know.
Who the fuck?
I don't know.
Maybe we should have quit while we were ahead again. I need to stop doing this.
Nick, give me a name.
Jamie Benn.
All right. Oh wow, look at that. That's weird.
33 and Canadian.
That's the first time we've gotten the age and nation before the conference and division. All right, so Eastern... it's a 33-year-old Canadian from the East.
Okay.
Dude, who does this look like? It's in my head, but I cannot.
I honestly think the same, but I can't place it.
It's like bringing me to Pittsburgh.
Is that Crosby?
He's 36. We can try it though.
Is he? No,
his number's not lower than 14 either.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a low number. Nice.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Good
low
call.
number. Old person with low. It's like Islanders, maybe. Could it be Matt Martin again? No, it could not.
But still.
Oh, he's 17. Damn.
But
Atlantic, another Atlantic team. All right. Let me look here. That doesn't look like a Lightning. 33 years old. Who's 33 on the Bolts? Not very many.
Is it? It's not Drew, is it?
Might be.
Doesn't look like him, but okay, no.
So they're 30. Oh, we already know.
33.
33.
It's in the Atlantic.
It's not a winger. We learned that it's not a winger.
So it's a center or defenseman in the Atlantic.
Or goalie.
And they're Canadian.
Who's 33? Talbot? No, because it's not Ottawa. That look like a Hab to you?
Well, I mean, I could say it, but who the fuck knows?
Well, you said you got old D-men. Give me an old D-man. Any Canadians?
You got any Canadian defensemen? We asked this question before.
Edmondson no. I mean, David Savard, but that's not his hair.
Sure?
Give it a try. David Savard, go for it.
I'm trying it.
Because the age and Canadianness sounds about right, but they're not on the Habs. Okay, feel better.
Oh, his number.
But they are a defenseman.
It is a defenseman, yep.
Oh, yeah, we really need to be looking at the number.
Low number defenseman in the Atlantic.
Canadian.
Could it be a low number Toronto player? Do they have any older defensemen?
Giordano's too old.
He's like, what is he? He's like in his 60s at this point.
He's too old and bald. So
yes.
He's out. Is that Ekblad?
Ekblad? That's not a bad guess.
I don't know if he's old enough yet to be. Yeah.
Oh,
no, he's
wow.
not.
He's only 26?
Wait.
He's only a year older than me? Than us?
Oh, I thought he was a lot older than that.
So
Holy
did I.
shit.
My God. I feel like he's been in the league for years.
So the number is close to 5.
It is close to 5 above it. So it's in between 5 and 14. So like probably 7, 8, 9 around there. 7, 8, 9, not on Florida. Let's think. What do we got? Boston?
Who plays defense for them? McAvoy's
79. Lindholm.
Grizzlechick, however you spell it.
Yeah, that sounds Canadian.
Grizzlechick.
I mean, you never know. It could just be an immigrant.
Listen, man. There's all kinds of. Who was it? Samuelson. Matthias Samuelson is an American.
An American dude, yeah.
And that is like as Swedish as you can get.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Oh. Is it Ben Sherratt?
Oh, it can't be. Oh, wait. It can be.
Could be.
Chariot. Wait.
CHI.
Oh, okay. No. Oh, it's 8. It's their number 8. Oh, we've got everything except the team.
All right, so which team do we have left?
We've got Florida, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only knocked out 4. We've got Maple Leafs, Boston, Tampa Bay, Boston, and Buffalo.
It's not anybody on Tampa.
Defenseman. I keep the defenseman. I don't think so, man. I'm trying to think. Like if I go through their defense in my head, we've got like Hedman, Chernak, Sergachev. Who the fuck else do they have on defense?
Didn't they sign? Were they the ones who signed Ian Cole?
They did have Ian Cole, but he's number 28.
Okay.
And he's American.
Okay.
Like they don't have any like Philippe Myers, Fleury, but Fleury's number 7. Philippe Myers is, I believe, number 5. And they're not old. They're not that old. I think Bogo is their oldest defenseman, and he's, I think, maybe 33.
And he's American.
And he's American. And number 24. I'm going to try Justin Hall. Might as well. Oh, they're Toronto. It's Toronto. He is American.
Is it Jordy Ben?
If this is Jordy Ben, bro. I'm going to try it. Jake Muzzin.
Oh, I could not. I would have spent a very long time. Now that you say it, though, I did know he was number 8, so that kind of pisses me off.
I forgot that he was even there, dude.
That's because he's been injured most of this year.
Jordy Ben's older than Jamie Benn.
Oh, yeah.
Jake Muzzin. That is a fucking gross beard.
Yeah, that is kind of gross.
That's rough.
All right. Well, after
we doesn't even play anymore.
After we shit on his beard, let's get back into the podcast. Hey, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that. We suck at Hurdle, as you can see. That one was the Jake Muzzin when we couldn't guess Jake Muzzin,
yeah.
and then we shat on his beard at the end. So that was fun.
It's kind of gross.
It's pretty greasy. Yeah.
Okay, so we hinted about this a little bit earlier. Nick did. He nearly was about to go off. But Bruce Boudreau is out of Vancouver. He's fired.
Yeah.
And Rick Tocchet is in. Now, forgive
me. The firing was a couple years too late, I would say.
I think he only got there last year.
He got there last year and was great last year, yeah.
It was like the end of the year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So not even a full year for Bruce. And it was really good when he got there.
It's been so fucking bad. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I feel like it's fairly obvious. It's not the coach. That's what I feel like.
Their decor, I think we went over this like a couple episodes back. Their decor is just a fucking mess. Like it's which I mean, as a Habs fan, I'm throwing stones in glass houses right now, I guess. But I fully admit that. They were trying to be like the Canucks. That Ekman Larson contract for God knows how long. Tyler Myers contract for God knows they don't have the roster. They have a few really good forwards. Yeah. And
that's it.
And Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, I was gonna say one very good defenseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day, I'm like, who does Quinn Hughes have to play with? And the only two names I could think of were Ekman Larson and Tyler Myers. And I was like, if those are the only two names
I will say not a flashy player, but Luke Schenn is a solid
NHL guy.
defenseman.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But still, so your decor is Quinn Hughes and Luke Schenn.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
I learned something new. I learned that Luke Schenn was on the Canucks.
Yeah, I'm also pretty sure Thatcher Demko's been out.
Yeah, he's been injured for a good chunk of the year. But even when he was in, he was kind of ass. I don't remember him having a good start to the season from what I think. I might be entirely wrong, but I'm pretty sure he had a rough start and then got injured.
Was Tocchet the coach that took over for Edmonton last year too?
No, Tocchet was the last he coached was in Arizona. And he wasn't very good. He assistant coached in Pittsburgh, then went to Arizona and was ass. And then he also has I'm pretty sure there was he had an issue where he was gambling on a game a ways back. I don't know if that was in hockey. I know he had got in trouble with gambling in sports in some way, like a few years back. He's an interesting guy.
Interesting feller.
What I think was just bullshit was them very clearly planning on hiring him and bringing him in as coach, and then just keeping Bruce Boudreau in for 3 more games. When literally everyone knew he was about to be fired. If you're gonna fire him, then cool.
Just rip it off.
But it did give us those cool moments, hearing the Bruce there it is chance for him the last couple games he had there, and then last night he got really teary eyed because they were doing that as he was leaving.
That was.
I'm at least the Vancouver fans have his back. I'm happy for that. It's an interesting situation there, to be sure.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Tocchet comes in. Do they improve?
No.
Yeah, no.
I mean, they might in the sense
in the short term.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna re-energize the team because the coach is gonna have different thoughts on how they're gonna play and shit. But over the long term, you still have the exact same problems, and he's not gonna be able to fix them this year. So
yeah.
This is gonna be my analogy. Remember when the Flyers started this year, and everyone was like, "Yo, Tortorella and the Flyers, look at them go!" And then they just went. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be the game.
It's gonna be the same thing. Yeah, you're totally right. Totally right.
But yeah, sorry, Bruce.
So
best of luck to Bruce.
Yeah. Also, don't retire. You've been around forever. Hang him up and call it.
I think I saw he's 66 or something. He could still go for a little while more.
I mean, that's
you can get your Social Security. You're good.
Okay, so since we're on Vancouver,
68.
68. Okay, I was gonna say let's get this first. Since we're on Vancouver, Bo Horvat, I believe Thatcher Demko, also on an expiring deal.
Is he? I thought they.
I've heard. Was it Demko that I've heard? No, he's not on an expiring deal. He just signed one, I think, the other year.
Yeah, I think.
Why, did I
extended Besser, didn't they? And they extended JT Miller before the season. Or before last season.
Yes.
That JT Miller contract is looking dumber and
it hasn't kicked in yet.
Right.
That's good. That's good. That's what you want.
Yes, it already looks bad and it hasn't even started.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want right there.
That doesn't mean anything though, too, because like, look at how shitty Jamie Benn played last year, and he's having a great season this year.
He's definitely having a better one, yeah. Yeah, no, it switches.
It's not even like he's trying all the right things and like things are just bad luck and it's going for it. Like he's just like actively not trying in large parts of the ice at most times.
He kind of just takes
tough too. Like if they're losing so much and it's like you got a guy who's got this monster fucking deal. He's not going anywhere. He knows he's not going anywhere. So it's like, how does somebody like him stay like
into it?
Into it. Yeah.
Elias Pettersson and Bo Horvat don't seem to have an issue with.
They're also younger.
Is it because he's just old? I mean, what is he?
29. Miller that old?
He's not that old. He is 30? Older than them, but.
I would say you're making $8 million a year. Try.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
He's 29. Bo Horvat's 27. I don't know.
He's not. Wow, dude.
Like, I have not been impressed with JT Miller this year. Like, it's just like every clip I see of him is him just looking pissed and then continuing to not try and then getting more pissed.
He's like Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
He's got skill. He's got skill, but like if he doesn't care, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
That being said, if things change like with the organization, like the Vancouver Canucks organization from the top down, maybe you can get a good side of JT Miller coming back.
Totally.
So let's get back to the point on hand that we started off with. So you brought up Bo Horvat to, I assume, talk about that he's probably going to get dealt.
Yes, I want to say where do we think he's going to go? Because if they don't trade him, if they don't trade him at the deadline and somehow are unable to sign him, what are you doing?
You have to do one of two by.
Yeah, you don't pull a T-VAR, right, Eric?
No,
don't pull a T-VAR.
Don't pull a T-VAR.
And they're not
going
to be.
Do one or the two before the deadline, and I think contract it's very, very low in terms of possibility percentage there.
Yeah, like if they're, I don't know what he's looking for, but even if they're willing to give it, like at this point, do you really want to stick around?
Right.
You bet on,
I think
how many losing teams in a row?
Yeah, I think he might be okay with moving along.
The link is with Boston, right? Right now, anyway.
I think
that's what I think.
I assume they can afford him.
They'll make it fit.
You'll have to do some cap shenanigans probably, but everybody does now. Like over half the league is an LTIR.
17 teams.
Spending so I'm sure they could figure something out.
I think if I don't know. It's like you're talking about a guy being. When's the deadline? Like middle of February?
What was it? March 7th or something? March 3rd?
Early
March. You're talking about a guy linked to a team already, then it's probably pretty likely that it'll happen. But
yeah.
I'd be interested to see if Vegas would find it because they're the
yes, I'm happy.
They are every year are in the we got to find a shiny new toy like situation, and they've had a really strong season. And I'm looking at Cap Friendly; they have 2.13 million in deadline cap space. So you do some finagling, send maybe some guy back to Vancouver with the right amount of money, and
Some guy that's been there since the beginning. Send him over.
Yeah, who knows?
Here's my question. Really random.
Intrigued.
The Kraken are having a great season. Do you think
they pick up?
Try to get a piece?
He's
in Vancouver. He's in Vancouver. He's right there.
I think Bo Horvat is the last thing that they need, because aren't they scoring like way above?
That's fair, actually.
What they're supposed to be doing anyway. I think they need some defense.
Okay, but wait. What if you view that as because they're scoring way more than they should be? They're scoring way more than they should be because these shot quality isn't the best. They probably shouldn't be scoring these goals. So maybe we want to bolster that a little bit so when we regress.
You know what? It's not a bad idea.
I don't know, because he's been popping the hell off this year. He's certainly been scoring. So
yeah, it's not a bad idea.
That'd be intriguing. I saw some. I don't remember who posted it, but it was some like fairly big account on hockey Twitter. Just posted. It was like Horvat, like a Horvat quote, and then eyes, and then about going to Seattle, and then a picture of Shane Wright in the Seattle jersey. I'm like, they're not that stupid. They would not make that trade. They're not that stupid. But
please don't.
That would be funny.
Oh my God, no! Poor Shane Wright. That'd be so upsetting. All right, moving on here. Does anybody else have any other ideas for Bo Horvat, where he could go?
Bruins.
All right.
Bruins.
I would love to see him go to Seattle. That'd be awesome. Or the Islanders. That could be cool too, as we talked about earlier.
Maybe.
I doubt it, but okay. So this past what night was the Ryan Miller thing? Do you remember what night that was? Thursday. All right. One of the nights they played the Islanders. Actually, Buffalo played the Islanders in Buffalo.
Oh, they did.
Ryan Miller night.
I can tell you what day that was.
They were putting Ryan Miller into the Sabres Hall of Fame and raising his number 30 to the rafters.
Thursday, January 19th.
Thursday. Okay, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was really cool. We watched the game. And let me tell you, I don't want to twist the knife, Eric, but boy, it was a close game, but the Sabres were just owning the Islanders. Like all parts of the ice, they had them. They had them in their own end.
Are the Sabres kind of nasty?
They're better than I think they're better than people are giving them credit for.
Offensively, for sure, the Sabres can do damage, and once they get rolling offensively, they can. I can see how they can use that to pin like a team like the Islanders, very like structured. Like let's keep them to the outside. Like they just pin you into your zone. They're like, okay, you want to play that game?
Yeah. It was pretty impressive, but I thought they were going to lose, and they tied it up late, which was cool. But my main point here, one, Ryan Miller having his jersey retired. So let me tell you his stats with the Sabres. I think we went over his stats a while ago when he retired, but these are his stats with the Sabres. 11 years, 284, 186, and 57. So he had a winning record. 916 save percentage. CC.
Damn.
How are you? And a 2.6 goals against. So he was dominant in Buffalo.
That is ridiculous.
Danny Burrow's favorite player.
Yep.
I remember him annoying me many a time in divisional matchups with the Habs.
Yeah.
Back when the Sabres could actually piss you off.
Yep. He was a good goalie.
But I believe he was the one who wasn't he the one who almost got the U.S. to gold in 2010. He was on the silver medal team.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. He was the best American goaltender at the time. So, but Eric, did you watch that game?
I did not. No.
Okay, so you guys may have seen the highlight anyway. Of how it ended in OT. The pass from Dahlin.
Oh, yes. I saw the highlight. Yes. What a ridiculous pass. Yeah.
I saw that live, and I was like, oh my God, what a pass.
The thing that was most impressive, the pass was amazing. And Cousins controlling that puck, because it kind of went up on him, was like the fact that he settled it and then just shot.
At full speed. Ridiculous. Like, holy.
Yeah, ridiculous. ridiculous.
Remember when people were writing Dahlin off after his first year?
I do, yes.
This is the thing. I mean, I'm not saying this will happen with him too, but like every time I saw it with Juraj Slafkovsky too, like surely yes, this one underperforming season from an 18-year-old means they will never be good, ever, never once.
They clearly are a bum.
There's no chance for growth from their teenage years. Nothing could possibly change. But like, yes, Rasmus Dahlin has been like going the hell off in terms of finally kind of getting there to what they thought he was going to be when they drafted him.
And he's only 22.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So okay, so here's what I'm gonna say, and this might be wrong now. This is just I heard this once. I heard this in one of my physical therapy, not physical therapy, but when I was gonna be a physical trainer, I learned this in one of my classes. The male body in terms of peak physical fitness is basically where we are right now, 24, 25, 26. That's like when you peak that's when you're going to be at your best.
This is my peak.
Most likely. most likely. If you get in the gym, Benny, and you'll peak, you'll get to your real peak.
Right.
But yeah, so if you think about it that way, like Dahlin's got another 3 years before he gets into when he really will start to wreck.
So that's scary.
Shit. Yeah.
Being a fan of a team in his division.
Yeah, think about him. Think about like Matty Beniers. Any of these young guys. Braden Point, I think, is 25, so he's like right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But
one player I hope that can get to that point is Alex Laff, because everybody is writing him off now.
Lafreniere?
Lafreniere, yeah. See, if they could keep writing him off for a little while more so the Habs can get him in like a lower value trade, that'd be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that game and that ending because that was such a sick play.
And I also want to highlight Miller went onto the ice and was dapping up the players too after that.
Oh yeah, afterwards, yeah, he jumped.
That's fun.
He jumped right on. They took a picture.
That was sweet.
Yeah, it was very cool. Very
cool. It's a fun time. Also,
you guys are like, "Who the fuck is this old dude?"
No, they would
get out of here.
But
Buffalo's a young team.
Yeah,
they grew up watching him.
Honestly, yeah.
Something that kind of annoyed me was I saw a little bit, not a lot. Also, yeah, sure, you'll see somebody saying you'll see somebody saying every side of anything on Twitter if you look hard enough.
Well, yeah.
But seeing people being like, Ryan Miller jersey retirement, come on, I'm like, yes,
what?
yes, because I've always found jersey retirements. This might be an obvious thing to say, but it's like it's about team importance.
Yeah.
You could maybe do a back and forth argument with me, Ryan Miller Hall of Fame, and I'd probably lean more towards no. But it's jersey retirement has always been team importance, and that pissed me off. I'm like, yes, very clearly, yes, this makes sense. Come on now.
Yeah.
He's the best goalie they've had in the last 2 decades.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about Buffalo history. Probably did they? No, they had Dominik Hasek for a while. I think
they did, but I believe that was in the 90s.
Dominik Hasek. Right. I was gonna say all time, but Hasek came to mind.
The Dominator.
Yeah. So good for him. I'm glad he got his night.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was very cool. And I don't know if he's doing some drugs or something, but that dude is skinny. Good Lord.
He's always looked kind of odd.
He's skinny and is he's got super
he's a little gaunt,
cheek,
but he's kind of looked like that for a while from what I remember. So I mean, he also
might just be a skinny guy.
I think that just what he looks like. Yeah,
we're not saying he does drugs.
I'm
just saying he looks like maybe. All right, so here's a question that I have for all of you boys. Who's dropping $300 on a new jersey?
If Caulfield hadn't gotten injured and made it, I think I would have. I'm on the fence about it because I just got a Suzuki jersey. I just got a Suzuki jersey.
I am also in the same boat because I just got the Bullets Reverse Retro, and I'm like, dude, I can't. I can't justify spending another shitload of money on another jersey, but it's so nice. They're
I gotta
so
look
nice.
at who knows, because the All-Star jerseys don't tend to sell as well. Although it may be a different case with these ones,
because these are nice and the other ones
are sick. But there's usually a better chance of finding them cheaper on eBay later when it comes to all. But I don't think that's gonna follow the trend with these particular ones.
No.
If anything, actually, you know what the play might be is the Habs. Every year, I've always noticed, like towards the end of the season, by like late March, like April.
Yeah.
On their like clearance rack in one of their stores, there'll always be a few All-Star jerseys, and they'll always be like half off.
Hey,
I almost bought a Shea Weber one like a couple years back, but it was it was that weird year in St. Louis where like they did the white and gray jerseys with the like 3 stripes, 3 like string like pinstripes across the middle, like it looked like a guitar. I think it was supposed to be, and then the logo. But then they did like monochromatic versions of the logos, so the Habs logo didn't even have the blue in it. It was just not a good jersey.
There's been a lot of
bad
misses.
Yeah.
So you know what's funny? When I was looking at, obviously in comment sections you again find everything, but with these jerseys, like it's nice that they took like a classic design and gave it like a nice splash of new colors. Like I think that was really cool and classic.
Yeah, they went full Miami with the jersey colors,
which was awesome.
To see it. Yeah,
but then people are like, this just shows like they just recycle an old design. And it's like, all right, listen,
I'm fine with it. This one time,
every time and every time the NHL's tried to be progressive with All-Star jerseys, it's kind of ass.
They
it's like,
always miss the mark.
Let us be chill this year.
Like,
just let us be chill this year. Just let us have this nice.
I would normally would also say, be a little more creative and do something fun, but they never are good. So go with what works.
Listen, okay, I gotta say this recycling old things, is not always a bad thing.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
It's not.
Here or if in my head, Call of Duty. The maps in the new games blow chunks.
Let it out.
Give us some. Just bring back the old maps, and oh my god, they're so bad.
That's also a pretty bad state of things, though, to be like, you know what? That's just give us the old ones.
Seriously,
that's fine.
Seriously, man.
Just give us all the old shit we've already played, even though that's gonna be kind of boring, but like it's better than what you're doing.
I'd love it, man.
The time.
But yeah, seriously, the jerseys are awesome. They're beauties. If I could, I would be buying.
I might look at
buy a different one, but
I might look at the rosters, see who's there, and maybe get a Fanatics.
Yeah. I don't know if they're doing numbers on the Fanatics ones, but
I'll find out.
So to you guys and the viewers, I know I shared this. So if you go directly to Adidas.com, you know how they have half off jerseys sometimes, and they're usually blank jerseys.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out there, because maybe if they have any All-Star jerseys,
never know.
Give it like a month after the All-Star game or something. Just be checking around, and be like, look at this.
Yep.
All-Star sale.
I did.
AdidasHockey.com.
What the hell happened?
A Ducks. You got a Ducks jersey.
No. That was a Fanatics. I got my
was
Bolts.
that the Taylor Hall one? Oh no.
No, that was the Devils one, but I got that one from Fanatics as well. No, I got my Bolts home jersey on the Adidas site for it was $60.
And it was the real thing. It was like the actual Adidas.
It's the Adidas authentic.
So sick. Yeah, they're normally $180, and you get them.
Yeah,
for like
I got it for $60.
So
I got it like 50% off, and then there was like another discount, and I was like, $60. Danielle got one. She was like $60.
Yeah, like how can you pass up on that? And they're such. I like how they're designed.
Nice,
like the Adidas jerseys. I like how they like fit and are like
they're nice.
Very nice jerseys.
Okay, one last thing, and then we're gonna get to the main course here, gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
And this one last thing is for Nick, because I knew he would forget. The OV corner.
OV corner.
The OV update.
I don't have it.
He is now at 810 goals, so he got one in the last week. But yeah, so he's still chasing that thing. Now he's 84 away. So
slowly but surely.
Yeah, just chipping away at it. Okay, gentlemen.
You said.
Oh no.
You said 810, 710.
No, 810, right? 810.
Wait a minute. Yo, yeah, sorry. Yeah, 810. Yeah, he's over 800. Oh
yeah.
I'm going crazy right now. Yeah, sorry.
It's 2020. It's 2022, Rick.
Wait a minute.
Not 2021 or 2022.
Jet lag, Eric.
Yeah, it's a jet lag. Yeah.
You can still blame it on your jet lag.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go, boys. Lineup time. So I'm stealing this. It was an idea that I had, and then I'm modifying it, stealing an idea from the SDP, and we're gonna do it in draft form. So not everybody can have Connor McDavid. Not everybody can have Draisaitl. Not everybody can have whoever. Obviously, if somebody picks somebody, you will not be able to pick that person, and it's gonna be a snake draft, just like they did. Let's do this. So I'm gonna roll right now for the first pick in the 2023 weird lineup Duster Squad draft is... Shit, I thought it was going to be me. Is Nick.
Oh, no.
So Nick gets the first pick. Now I'm going to roll for the others. So Nick, you start thinking, bud.
One last clarification. It's just one 5-man, well, 6-man, I guess, because goalie. We're just doing a 6-man starting lineup.
And you were in the bathroom when me and Nick talked about it. Ben, you get the second pick.
Hey.
Well, you were in the bathroom, but you don't need to be position specific, like winger, center, right winger. Left winger.
Oh, you forward you can count.
If you want forwards, 3 forwards, you can do 3 forwards. So you can do 3 centers, you can do 3 wingers.
Might give you the Team Canada special then.
Centers
in every slot.
Yes. Okay. So and then between me and Rick for the third pick, or do you want, or should it be the fourth pick? Okay. So let me do this.
Who is it?
It's the suspense is building because I'm writing. It's you.
Oh, it's me.
Yep.
For the third.
So it goes Nick, Ben, Eric, Mick.
Yes, but it's Mike.
I said
Eric. Mick.
Okay. So, Nick, you're on the clock.
I don't need to think that hard. I will take the GOAT, Connor McDavid.
All right.
Sidney
McDavid.
Mac
from McDonald's. All right, Benny with the second pick. And obviously you can pick in whichever order you like. Goalie, defense, forward, whatever.
Right. Do I want to go off the wall?
And Benny with the second pick takes Cole Caulfield.
Not that off the wall. No. You know what? Nah, we're gonna keep her simple. And just go with old Sid the Kid.
Hey, that's a good choice. All right, Eric. What do you got?
I'm going to go with Nathan McKinnon.
Ooh, okay.
That actually might have been a better idea.
I didn't even remember him.
He exists.
He does exist. All right, now I get this pick and the next pick.
Yeah.
So, which I kind of like. I kind of like being fourth. Okay, so I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna do something a little weird here.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna take Patrice Bergeron.
Ooh.
And then for one of my wingers, I'm gonna take. Who do I want to take? Tage Thompson.
Ooh.
Patrice Bergeron and Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson's going to be on the wing.
Alrighty.
Pretty awesome.
Eric?
Oh, yeah, it's up to me. How much time do I have, by the way? Like 30 seconds?
There's no time. Just take your time. I'll yell at you if you take too long.
Thanks. Okay. I'm going to go Roman Josi.
Mm-hmm.
Get a defenseman in here.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Benny.
I don't know how he's still chilling out here, but I'm going to slot him in on my right wing, and I'm going to take old Leon Draisaitl.
He's chilling out because there's only 4 of us.
That's true.
All right. So I've got the next 2.
Yep, you've got 2. So you can fill out your forwards, or you can spread the wealth.
Take a defenseman. I'm going to take Cale Makar.
Very nice.
And then I'm going to fill in my left wing slot, my right wing slot, and I'll take David Pastrnak.
Oh, there, that's nice.
Good choice.
All right, Benny. With your third pick.
With my third pick, I think I'm going to work on my D a little bit. Who have we had? I'm sorry. What's our
Josi and Makar have been taken.
Those are the only defense that have been taken.
The only D-men that have been taken. Yep.
Yeah, Josi and Makar. You have plenty of options.
Then who do I want? What's the fucker's name on Dallas?
Ekman Larson.
Defenseman, Dallas.
Heiskanen.
Heiskanen.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him.
Yeah, you would take the one that I can't spell. Heiskanen.
Heiskanen.
Hey, I almost had that actually. I had A-N at the end. All right, Rick with the third pick. He's got a center and a D.
Yep. And I'm going to. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm going to pick Austin Matthews.
Oh wow!
I didn't even think of him.
Oh no!
Shit, bro, yeah, he would have probably been on my. He probably would have been on my other wing.
Anytime Matthews is brought up, I just think of you going USA.
USA. All right. No, I'm chanting USA for Tage Thompson. All right. So I've got Bergeron in the center. I've got Thompson is going to be on the left wing.
Yeah,
he's a righty on the left wing. So naturally, I need a lefty on my right wing.
Who's it going to be?
You know, I'm going with my boy Cooch.
Cooch.
Imagine Kucherov setting both of these guys up.
That would be pretty nice.
That's a very balanced. Yeah, that's a very balanced
And because Cooch isn't awesome defensively, I've got Bergeron there.
Yep, that's fair.
There we
that's
go.
Very fair.
Oh, and then my next pick, I'm gonna take. Listen, he's been having a down year. I'm taking Bassey. Because he's still... Listen, Shesterkin, you had it last year. Bassey's still the best goalie. Rick?
All right, I'm just gonna finish off my forwards with another winger, and I just think this would be McKinnon and Matthews already. I think it'd be really fun if Kaprizov played with them, because that's just a ridiculous top 3.
That is fun. All right, Benny.
I think it's very based on speed, and then also just Matthews shooting very hard.
Did somebody say Braden Point yet?
No, nobody said Braden Point.
I'm going to say Braden Point as my left winger then.
Wow. I did not think Point would make it onto this list. To be quite honest with you. There's one person that's not on here that I'm like, wow.
I know, same. I think I know who it is.
I'm gonna finish off my defense here.
Might have been a better choice for left wing.
And I'm gonna pick.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Adam Fox on D.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a good pick, and you get one more pick. Are you gonna go for a goalie?
I'm gonna slot in my goalie, and I'm gonna stay down in the city and take Shesterkin.
There he is. Yep, Shesterkin. All right, Benny.
What goalies have been taken so far?
Shesterkin and Vassy. That's it.
I'm gonna go with Hellebuck.
All right.
He could. What if he's hella yuck?
Yeah. Hellebuck.
Hellebuck's pretty incredible.
All right, Rick.
I'm also going to do a goalie because I can't do any forwards. And I'm going to pick my boy, Ilya Sorokin. He's quite
good choice. Good
so
choice.
So Vezina goalie isn't even picked in this chat. The Vezina for 2023.
Oh, yeah, no.
I mean...
Wait, who is it?
Who's popping off right now? I don't even know.
Oh, it's
Nick's boy. Nick. Yeah,
I called it.
Everyone.
Oh, Olmark. Yeah, that's right.
Nick called it.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
That's right. I forgot. I totally forgot about that.
Let me correct myself. My projected.
Yes. Okay, so I get my last two picks here, and they're both defensemen. I'm gonna take. Who am I taking here? Give me Hedman.
Oh yeah,
Hedman's still there. And you know what? Give me McAvoy.
Good choice,
Charlie.
Hedman and McAvoy, and that fills out my team. So, Eric.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna fill out my team as well. Did something weird happen?
No. So you have, Eric, just one more defenseman.
Yes, that's it.
Or if you really want, you can put a forward there. I guess.
No.
This is like all-star roster. This is like your all-star, this is like that kind of a thing.
Actually, wait. You know what? I think I'm gonna put a forward there. That'd be fun. This is gonna be my all-star. This is gonna be my all-star power play unit. Because no one said him yet, right? The left wing that we were both thinking of, Mike.
I don't think so.
Alex Ovechkin.
Oh, yep.
Listen, I had a very specific vision for my team, and that's why I didn't take him.
Wait a minute. You know what? No, that's not. Does anyone have forward spots left?
I do, but I wasn't going to take him.
No, it's fair.
Okay,
there's been enough choices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that rounds out my team.
Benny
I'm gonna go and also put a forward on D, and it actually works out because he's been doing a little bit of it this year from time to time. Because I don't think anybody said Mitch Marner yet.
Nope.
No.
Yep, he is available.
And he actually does play some D duties.
D duty
occasionally.
And I'll finish off my left wing with Jason Robertson.
Ooh,
nice. Yeah. Yep. All right. Shit, man, my team's old. All right, so here it is. Nick, up front for Nick. We've got McDavid, Pasternak, and Robertson. I would assume McDavid in the middle, Pasta on the right, Robertson on the left.
Yep.
On D, he's got Makar and Fox.
Really good.
And then in goal, he's got Shesterkin. Nick might have the best team. Benny's got Crosby in the middle, Draisaitl on one of the wings, Point on one of the wings.
That's kind of insane.
Heiskanen and Marner on the back.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty insane.
Hell yeah. He's all in.
And then Hellebuck in the net. Also pretty good. Eric's got McKinnon. Well, who's your center? Who do you have in the center? McKinnon or Matthews?
McKinnon.
Okay. McKinnon in the middle, Matthews on the somewhere, and Kaprizov on the left. I think he's a left wing.
Yep.
And then on D, Yossi and Ovechkin.
What a fucking D pair.
Or honestly, I guess if you really want to, you can put McKinnon on the back end and put Ovechkin up in the wing or something, or Matthews on the back end.
Put Matthews there so we can get some, him and Marner can teach him some good two-way play.
Yeah, there you go.
And then use them.
And then to my team, which is the retirement home team, I got Bergeron in the middle, Thompson on the left wing, hitting that big 1T, and Kucherov on the right wing. And then I got Vasi in the net, and then my defensemen are Hedman and Charlie McAvoy.
Very good.
Pretty good.
Very good team.
Did anybody get their pick stolen at all? That they can.
I would have taken Yossi if he wasn't taken.
I would have taken Makar, so we can call that even.
I would have taken Makar when I got to defenseman as well.
Because I actually pre-wrote it on my phone, and my forwards and my defensemen would, like I said, if had I had the ability to take Yossi, it would have been matched up. But I got everybody I wanted except for Yossi.
Right.
But I think Adam Fox is a very good step.
I honestly winged mine as well, which is why I ended up with an old ass team. My team is not for the future; it's for right now. All right.
Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, on to what might be the biggest, most important segment of the show. We got the first note of that. The rest of it got noise gated out. But fantasy hockey, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new league leader.
For the first time since like October.
For the first time
since
the beginning.
About this for several months now, or for several weeks in the more recent time.
Yeah.
About how this could potentially be happening in the near term, and it did last night.
My dad, Mike's Slot Shots, has passed into first place, passing Benny.
His team had a banger of a night, and mine did not.
Yours did not. Yeah. So, yep, my dad had 113 points last night and is now ahead of Ben by 50 points. So, it is now it's now officially a race for first.
That's all right, because I'm gonna bring it right back.
And then I'm 128 points behind Dad. Only what does that make me?
78.
About 80 points behind Benny. So I'm trying to catch old Benny.
I may need to do some roster.
Might have to switch it around.
Surgery here. Nekus or Nachus.
Nekus. Nekus is sucking, is he?
I guess he's actually no. It looks like he's still doing okay.
Listen, you might have fine players. It's just my dad's are doing better. That could be the case.
It's just been a bit of a slowdown lately, I think. I'm annoyed. I had Sidney Crosby on my bench today. I could have had 8 more points. Cool. Anyway. I don't know. We still got a lot of time here.
There's plenty of time. I'm glad because now it's like now there's actually something to pay attention to. We're not like
it has been
for quite a while, yeah. You've been holding off everybody except my dad, basically.
Do you remember last season when you guys only talked fantasy because I wasn't playing?
Oh, yeah.
I'm playing fantasy this season, and it's still exactly the same as it was last season because I am so fucking far behind.
Listen,
it's awesome.
That's
Eric sitting down in 7th, 989 points.
89 points back.
Hey,
I'll make it up.
Well, you gotta find goals in this when you got a lost season like this. You gotta lock down 6th place.
You gotta get into 6th and lock that away from my mom.
Or actually, I don't know. How are you determining draft order next year?
Cody's firmly solidified the base.
You know what? The draft order was gonna be like opposite of the ending standings.
So Eric, you might want to just let things play out and see what happens. I haven't looked
at fantasy hockey since January 2nd.
There you go. I think you've looked at it more recently than Cody has.
Yeah.
Also,
I proposed the trade to Cody last week.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Also, I think that might have happened. We definitely didn't talk about it last week, but Nick proposed this giant, like 4-for-4 player trade with like all of the best players on Cody's team. And like a bunch of
just some guys. They're fine, but like some guys
promptly got voted down. It's like no. You got to be more sly about it. Do a 1-for-1. He accepted it.
Oh
yeah.
The only way that we see it,
everyone else.
The only way that we see it to vote is if he accepts it. So he at some point got on and saw it and was like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He probably just doesn't care at this point. It was like, yeah, why not?
I'll try again, Cody.
I tried to trade for Husso. I wanted to grab Husso, but he never saw it and accepted it. So, little bastard.
So basically, since Cody doesn't count, I'm in last place.
Pretty much. We'll have to see if he wants to do it again next year. But yeah, you might end up, if you stay in 7th, you might end up with the number 1 pick.
Let's go.
But
I'm liking this.
But next year we're gonna have keepers.
Yes.
So you're not gonna be. Well, actually, maybe you will be getting McDavid because if Cody doesn't play, then he's not gonna be keeping McDavid.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So yeah. New leader, new intensity in the league.
Yeah, can't you hear it in my voice?
Yes. That was pretty intense. Yeah.
I have full faith I will be able to make a recovery. There's now been 2 separate days in this season I have not been in first place. Maybe 3, actually. 3? Okay.
I can't remember.
I will work to keep it at 3. Actually, no, there's no way I'm going to catch up tonight. But I'm gonna carve in. I looked at the stats. I'm gonna carve away a little bit with how my team's doing right now. So,
and I'm gonna keep pushing to try and get up there.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
What? All right.
How dare you try to win in a competition?
Anybody got anything else here?
Yes, one more thing. The Coyotes released a new third jersey.
Oh yeah,
it looks kind of nice.
Did you guys see that?
It's not bad.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on it? I actually kind of enjoyed it.
Pretty simple.
The word mark,
not amazing, but it's like it's nice. I have been digging the hell out of the goalie setups that I've been going along with them.
Just saw you retweet that on Twitter or like that tweet. What a beautiful setup.
Oh, beauty.
There was 2 different ones. I think both goalies made because like the one that I saw today was the one with like the cactuses up the side or the cacti up the side.
I just sent it. I sent it in the Twitter chat. For all
it's nice because those are on their pants too, and he's got it on his blocker, and it's
very clean.
It's quite nice. It's quite nice.
Very nice.
Nice jersey by Arizona. Good for them. I mean, they've always like. It's consistently the most relevant part about that team is
their unis. Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, maybe one day.
maybe
one day when they move to Houston, hopefully.
That'd be good.
The Houston
probably keep the Coyotes. Houston Coyotes.
No.
Yeah, you get
Hillbillies. Houston Hillbillies.
Right. We went over this. Yeah. Right. Houston Hillbillies. Right.
Yeah.
I want to go on EASHL right now and see if there would be like one of the like logo artwork that you'd actually looks like an old man with like a cowboy hat on or something.
Yeah. That'd be sweet, dude.
Ben, did you buy the new game?
The new NHL?
Yeah.
I bought it like several months ago. Yeah.
You got it when it came out. Yeah.
Yeah. I am a shill for that series. I like it too much. I like video game hockey, and that is my one option.
It's so dumb that's the only option, but that's what we are. So
it's just like how the show used to be the only baseball game, and you could only get it for PlayStation.
Yeah.
If you're an Xboxer, I hope you didn't like baseball because
no, it's not PlayStation exclusive anymore.
Oh, no, it's not anymore.
Good.
It used to be.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I think that's going to end off the show. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Hope you enjoyed the live show.
Yes.
I'm sure Mike enjoyed it because that means you just are done.
No, I'm done. I just get to be done.
Yeah.
It's very nice. It's very nice. I get to go have some ice cream.
Here's a little update for you boys who took San Francisco as your NFC team.
Tell me they're losing.
Yes.
They're currently up 16-12. A very low scoring game.
Oof.
Were they
11 minutes left in the fourth.
In the fourth?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, dear. That's a close
That's all
one.
I've got.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Let us know down below what you think of the reverse retro all-star jerseys.
Ooh, yes.
And also, you know what? Let us know which player you'd get if you were going to get one.
I got to look at those all-star rosters. I actually got to think about that.
All right. Peace out, everybody.